Hi, welcome to Get Real with Judy Jewett. I'm so grateful that you're here today. We have an ascended master you may or may not have heard of. This master, his name is Sananda. Many years ago on my path, I remember hearing about Sananda, but I also was told that Sananda was a higher version of Jesus or Yeshua. I always get confused with that one. And that is not true. You will learn about that today. So, if some of it may resonate with you and some may be new concepts, it's all good. Wherever you are on your path is perfect. If you have questions or uncertain, whether or not this message, all of it resonates with you, please personally reach out to me and I will share with you as much information as I can to help you understand some of the concepts. Some of the things you're going to hear today is things that took place 150,000 years ago. It may be new to you. Also, sentient beings. We're not accustomed to describing ourselves with a soul as a sentient being. Just so you know right now, if you don't know this already, that everything is sentient, everything is part of the creator. And so a sentient being means that you have an individual soul. So a lot of Mother Earth, of Gaia, of animals and nature is they share the collective soul of Gaia, just so to help you understand. And some animals have an individual soul, just so you know. Okay, with that, there again, reach out to me if you have any questions or you don't understand something. It's better than going around and talking about something when I could offer you clarity if you need it. And please subscribe to the podcast, to the video, whatever you can do. I really appreciate it. The more people that know about these messages, then the more people we all can help. All right, let's get started with Sananda. I did have a message from Sananda, and I asked him specifically to share what he wants to about himself. It was brought to my attention by Archangel Michael that not everything that Google shares about Sananda is true. And it's not, quote, a specific person on Google. It is just information that is put out. A lot of information was put out when the planet was still 3D, and now the planet is 5D. However, Gaia is 6D, which dimensions, which means that we all are heading that way if you choose. Some people will stay in the third to fifth dimension as it is it is brought together as one. So if there's individuals that are in still 3D, we still refer to them being in the 5D energy because you can't separate the three, four, five. It's all as one. If you were taught by spiritual teachers that 5D meant ascension, I'm not here to discredit them. People got information for years of what they thought was real information, and maybe at the time, quote, it was. I'm interested in the purest, pristine energy. And with the planet already Gaia at 6, ascension is not 5D. If you're going to stay firm with 5D and that's what you want, that's fine. But 5D means when it is time for you to die, there will be pain and suffering because that is what happens to the majority of people. There's pain and suffering. Even 6D, if you have not stepped into non-duality at 6D and you are launched in it. It's you can still be non-dual, but not be the non-dual sixth dimension. You are deeply bedded in it. Um, you will still die as pain and suffering. So if you want to really ascend, and just so you know, when a person dies, even at the 5D or 6D, and they're not non-dual, there's still pain and suffering. And as time goes on, I have a message already from our dear Jesus and also our dear Buddha. And I will talk more about their ascension as well as time goes on. So this is, from my understanding, the second time of the history of Earth. And if I find out that I didn't give you the right information, I will correct that. It did take place during Atlantis. Just so you know, there were non-dual beings at the seventh dimension. And now, because of the advancement of Earth, you have an opportunity to go through sixth dimension non-duality. So you don't even have to go to seven. What happens at seven, you're in and out. It's hard for people to see you. It's harder to be grounded in the physical body. In the sixth dimension, because it is in the atmosphere of the earth, we can still be embedded in a physical body and be at an extremely high vibration. So, just so you know, there are people that you will hear about or you already know of that experienced enlightenment. Enlightenment and being grounded in 6D, non-duality, there's still a little difference. You can be an enlightened being and you can also be non-dual in that energy. And so what happens, like I said, one of the few times in the history of our planet or in our universe that you could go through this, the difference is that when you become non-dual, six dimensional being, you can literally stay in a physical body and you can just live and live and live and live and live, right? You're not dying. You're not dying. You will continue living. So it's a lot to take in. I just decided to explain more of that before I begin. And so with Sananda today, I asked Sananda for a message that he would like to give humanity, to share what he would like for you to know that is truth, that is absolute divine truth. So, as what just went through my mind, you can take it to the bank, meaning it's real. I have no idea where that came from, but it's real. It is absolute divine truth. So let's begin. As you know, when these messages come through, they are put on paper and the words are used from the masters. I also want to remind you that when the masters bring in information, it goes through the heart. The person does not take on the messenger, the master light being or the archangel does not go inside the body. It does not do that. No. They literally bring in this message from the heart. And what makes it so pristine is that when I read the messages, that message is for you. And it is going and being delivered to your heart. And so it's a healing. It's a beautiful healing. So please make sure you share this with your loved ones and the others that you know are on their path also to non-duality, or they would like to learn more about this ascension. Well, well, well. Here we go. I am your Sananda. And I'm your Sananda, and my message to you is heartfelt. However, who am I? For those of you that do not have a relationship with me or even know who I am or my beloved, those that are part of my life story, I can tell you right now that I am not human. I am humanoid, as you would say, because I have arms and legs and I look very similar and quite beautiful to the human form. I am indeed an eternal. So I am not your beloved Jesus, nor would I claim to be, for it would dishonor his life story to state that he is me or that I am him. Indeed, he is a great teacher who, born into this world, has gifted all who are in alliance with listening to his stories, his information, has much great learning and is capable. Instead of being born on earth, I came through a light like some of the others that are non dual, that are ageless and eternals. We do not degenerate, we do not age beyond what we choose. And indeed, I chose to be a guardian of humans on earth. When the emancipation occurred for the human beings that were created as workers, for those who colonized great groups of humans in order to do their works of years ago, maybe only 1.5 or 2 million years ago. Since the emancipation, which was 125,000 years ago, I have been a constant presence on earth, along with my brother and my brothers and sisters of light that have lived and expressed themselves as non dual, who chose to be here on earth to support human beings, not only to survive, to thrive, and to grow, to evolve, and to reach their highest potential. And this is a time on earth when the glory of that experience is occurring. My message to you is not from the stars. I have been among you, and I have assisted many of you, and I am a guardian, as I stated, to all sentient beings that are open and willing indeed to elevate consciousness. And also, I assist those in trouble, not as much as our dear Archangel Michael, who is always at the ready. I am not with my beloved. I am not with my beloved. She did not ascend. I ascended from earth in order to take on this mantle, this privilege of supporting you and your race. Thank you. Michael has told me that he is a guardian of the whole planet of sentient beings. And you don't hear as much about him um, just because people are not channeling him. So I would like today to go ahead and share more of his message to you. Now, Sananda came to me during a critical time of my life when my beloved, my soulmate here, not my spiritual, it's a little different. My beloved would be the other half of me. We all have another half, just so you know. We all have that other partner on a soul level. But let's talk about my partner, my life partner. So he had some serious health issues, and this is when I received this message, and I was all worried about him. And if you know of anyone that has had serious health issues that they could possibly not live. My sweetheart is doing great. But it is life and death, especially when you go up against chemotherapy. It can be. And so Sananda came and gave me a message, and then he also then extended it to other people. And so this is for people that you may know that who have health issues, or they in the past, or someone currently, or someone in the future. So you might want to share this with them as well. Greetings to you. I'm Sananda, and my message to you is delivered from my heart to your heart. And it is obviously a message of hope. And the hope that I wish to offer you is based on sensibility. Because some individuals who will hear my words are in the midst of health crisis or issues that are working on with their own bodies, and others. And someone that they love is in a situation of disorder or disease. What I would wish would convey to each of you is that positivity and positive thoughts, an open heart that allows you to see the future, to design for yourself that you would wish to see in your life and in your future. Helps you to negate energies that would press down on your immunity. Negative thoughts and fears of what will be, and what the story of the body, whether it's diabetes, whether it is cancers, or something that affecting your immunity, these thoughts about it. This must be turned to positive in order to help break the energy that is keeping the energy of these disease disorders or even dysfunctions from perpetuating. I will not give you an open blanket approval that you will live and rise above your disease. However, by doing so, by staying positive, I will simply tell you that if you are healed from any issue, these much more constructive to heal from a positive mindset. Nothing can come of a negative mindset but negativity and suppression of the immunity. Stay positive. Stay focused on what you would like to see as the outcome. And continue to look at every experience that is even a small measure of a positive outcome. Look to yourself. Look to yourself as to yourself an individual that is a miracle. Expect miracles and stay positive. This supports your immunity, your immune system. It supports that each day is lived in a higher vibration. And it also graces the lives of everyone around you, taking away the burden on them that the problems that you're having or that they're having is damaging them or you. Stay positive. And then I said, thank you. That was beautiful. And Sananda continued, it is a message for everyone, my dear. This is a very important message because we see so often that there is so much fear, and so much fear that is immersion into the mindset of disorders. Please do not identify yourself with your disease or your disorder. Please do not say, I have this issue, or do not say, my cancer, my diabetes, my arthritis. Do not state that they're yours and that you own them, or do not do that with others. See them as on their way out, and celebrate every positive. And if there is something less that comes along a few minutes later, do not allow yourself to revert back. Stay in the positive state. And stay tuned as yourself, defining yourself by the glory of who you are, because you are wonderful. And remember, you are loved and you are loved. With that, I want to thank everyone for being here. Please share it. It might be something, if you want a written copy, reach out to me. You may know of someone that you want to share it with. You may also have something that you're going through, and sometimes you just need that little reminder. Always stay positive and see the positive. If you are in physical pain, say cancel. That goes a lot further than you can imagine. Say cancel. And then go back to saying something positive and mean it. And ask God for help and your angels. There are so many angels around you. You were born with angels. There are angels that come and go. You are so loved and so powerful and so deserving. Please remember that. Thank you.